All right, hey guys, it's Troy and Dale here from Hard Rock Rewind. Thanks again for tuning in for another reaction video. We've just reacted to the song Destroy Me by President. Now we're going to give our thoughts and a bit of a review of the song. Dale, you were all over this, as I said before. What were your thoughts of this song?
You know what I keep saying about, like, when your ear, something tweaks your ear and you hear something that's new.
Yeah.
Like I get that with these guys. It's
Yeah.
just something about the vocal, the modulation effects are on the vocals,
Yeah.
especially in the verses. Like it's
Yeah.
like I think I've said previously, it sounds like they're trying to disguise the voice almost. It's almost like there's a voice modulation effect there happening, some kind of flanger or chorus or something. And but it just works to keep it. There's some intrigue there, and my ear is like, it's like I'm peaked trying to hear out for what it is. And there's something really interesting about hearing something you haven't really heard a lot of in the past. Previous videos we've spoken about how things kind of sound cookie cutter and the same. And
Yeah.
I don't get that vibe with these guys. There's definitely something different and a little newer about what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's
Absolutely.
interesting, and it intrigues me, and my ears prick up, and I'm like, that's different. And that's just an initial reaction to just the verse vocal effects, right? So obviously you were talking about the sick breakdown. So let's go into that, and we can have a chat about that.
Yeah, man, dude. Well, just before that, so you had, first thing I want to say is that if there was any I think it's pretty clear that it's Charlie from Fight Start Now. Like for me, that song just like basically blew it apart. Like that's pretty obvious. Oh, well, for me anyway, like it's clear as day. Like on the verses for me, or even the choruses, it's very much like Fight. Yeah. Well, yeah. There was some similarities in the chorus parts to like Fight Start, and I can definitely tell like it's definitely him. But what was cool is, yes, the verses are a little bit different. We're going to get to the breakdown, but you had the chorus, but then you had that other sort of double time riff, which is awesome. And you're like, dude, cool, that's sick. That's really heavy. That's really sick. That's a bit different. But then it went to that, into the, and then it took it to like a third tier, which was, and that breakdown, dead set, man, that's the best breakdown I've ever heard. That was like, and there was something in the drums, like at some point, it's like, ding.
Yeah.
Like it was insane.
Yeah. And then there was just this eerie, like,
yes,
the kind of thing that was hovering in the space there. And that's like, those are the things that I'm talking about. Like, there could be production tricks and, like whatever else, but it's just like, it's like a breath of fresh air for my ears.
Yeah.
If I'm going to listen to music like this, it's real heavy, and we've been listening to heavy music our whole lives. And it's good to just hear something that you haven't heard. And your ears are like, oh, thank you. Thank you for giving me something that's just a little bit different that I can try and kind of pick things out of and listen to little pieces here and there that are just, that you like, sounds that you haven't heard. And I don't mean just like keyboard patches, like a patch on a keyboard is a sound you've never heard, but just, I don't know, just something in the context of a song that you're like, man, that's interesting. I always remember, like, if I think back, there was if I go back to Lynch Mob's Wicked Sensation album, in No Better Roses, I think it's the second chorus, and there's just this high little guitar bit that he does. It kind of trills down, and I always like that. My ear always listened out for that little bit. Like every single time that song came on, my ear just picked that really low mix guitar little trill bit that was just kind of hidden in the mix, but my ear would always latch onto that. And those are the things that I want to hear out of music. I want to hear these little things that are kind of almost there, but they're not there, but they're hidden, but they're not supposed to be hidden. And it makes it really interesting. Like, I love it when music's interesting. I love it when it's unpredictable and it's interesting and it's new and it's different. As much as heavy music can be different. And, it's just a breath of fresh air, and it's cool. I find it like really interesting what they're doing.
I think, it's funny now. I never used to be a fan of this. So when we'd write songs in our bands or when music that I listened to, I always liked to hear music that was in You know, if it's in a certain key, let's say it's, you know, drop D, D minor or something, you know, I always used to like the music that would fit in the right chords within that key, you know,
Yeah.
that never, but this song, and I think that's probably why I'm liking certain music now of different bands, that breakdown and also that double time sort of heavier part was incompletely, it was outside of the key that the verse and the chorus were. So it's like they changed keys, or they just like went up a semitone or whatever it was, but it was completely out of that key, which was, it was awesome to hear because it was completely different. It was, yeah, it was like just a random sort of part, but that's what I found exciting, because I think probably it's a reason why I think maybe most of the stuff I'm hearing is boring, because it's just all in the same sort of, like, it's diatonically perfect. You know, it's the right chords fitting the right keys and whatnot. Where this had some random parts that sounded sick. Yeah, but yeah, man,
Look,
I thought it was a really cool tune. You know.
Yeah, it was a cool tune, and it's like there's nothing wrong with everything sounding perfect, and because the ear wants that resolution, the ear wants to hear,
Yeah,
the ear wants to hear one of these 12 chords being played. You know, like one of
yeah,
these,
yeah,
like you're in a key, you've got like 7 different chords you can play, and there are only so many different
yeah,
permutations of that, and so your ear wants to hear that because that's what's pleasing. But I like it when bands make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. They do something, you're like, oh, but then it resolves, and you're like, it's cool. You know,
yeah.
it just keeps it interesting. But dude, I have no idea what freaking key those breakdowns are in, but
Oh,
it
I
fits.
don't know, man.
Like it fits, and it's cool. You know, it's just like, it's
Yeah,
just cool. And they've come up with something that sounds cool, and they may have stumbled upon it. It may have been deliberate. Who knows? But it fits. And just the visuals that go along with those breakdowns as well. Like, it was kind of blue lit. And then when it got that real kind of half-timey, really low with that
yeah,
eerie little kind of sound over the top, like the lighting turned red. There was a real
yeah,
close up on on the face. And it was kind of, it was a real haunting vibe, you
yeah,
know? And it's, that's like cool. It's like cool. And like, I don't care that he looks like Patrick Swayze from Point Break, like, playing with like the Foot
yeah,
Clan from Ninja Turtles, you
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
it's just, it's like the music's cool. And it probably is Charlie Simpson. And at this point, dude, just take the mask off. Like,
I,
we all know who you are. It's,
I
it's
think for
like, get it
me,
off.
after hearing that, I'm like, dude, just take the mask off. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
clear as
right. Yeah,
day.
we
It's
know.
Charlie Simpson. Like, yeah, we know
Yeah.
now. Um,
Yeah.
but what I really thought was interesting, like, there was no chorus that resolved on. I was so ready to hear that last chorus, and it's just like, dude, that's it.
Yeah. I literally thought, okay, massive breakdown, either into the, that kind of acoustic part, and it's going to go back into the big chorus. And it was just acoustic part
Yeah,
out, done, closed, song over.
yeah,
And I was like, oh, yeah, cool. So
I
now I
know.
feel like, what I want to do? I want to like import the song into Logic, and I want to add a freaking chorus at the end and export that and send that to you. This is how the song should have ended.
Yeah,
It's what it should
yeah,
have been.
totally. Well,
Yeah.
that's I think their third single off their upcoming EP, King of Terrors. And
Fourth.
oh, is it fourth single? Is it? Sorry, I thought it was the third. Is that the fourth one they released? Is it?
Yeah, so they had Fearless, they had Rage, that one, and there was there another one?
Maybe I'm not. Or yeah, okay, it's either three or fourth. You guys will probably correct us
Yeah.
on that. But
Tell
they're
us.
going to be coming out. Yeah, they're going to be coming out support. I don't know when, but they're coming out. I think either is it next year? Supporting Architects in Australia.
December. So it's
Sorry.
Architects. Yeah, so Architects House of Protection. That's the band I mentioned in
Right.
Amy Lee, Poppy, Courtney
Yeah.
LaPlante video. House of
Yeah.
Protection and President. So
Okay. Right.
again, I haven't heard a lot of Architect stuff, and they're the headliners, but I'd almost buy a ticket to that just to see House of Protection and President, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think the President live show would be pretty decent. It would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see their dynamic live, and obviously House of Protection are pretty sick live as well.
Yeah.
No, like that would be a sick gig. That would be a sick gig.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
yeah, man, like hopefully they are, they drop a full album out there. I'm liking the artwork and the and the videography and the film clips and stuff of President are putting out. Like I think the vibe of it's cool. Although I think I'm probably at the age that I can't really get into the lore of it all. Like because I know it's a dude in a mask, so
Yeah, yeah,
he's not
yeah, yeah,
like I know he's not
yeah,
superhuman. Like I know, you know what I mean. Like
yeah,
I'm an adult.
yeah,
I know this stuff,
yeah.
and so that like that stuff's hard for me to grasp. Like like 11-year-old me would be all over. I would love the hell out of this if I was 11,
Dude,
but I'm not.
you know what? Well, that brings up an interesting point just quickly. These, I guess, I don't know. Look, I'm just throwing this out there. I'm not suggesting anything, but if we were to start a band now, I mean, look, I'm 40, 44 this year. I think you're what, 47? 35, man, 35.
Yeah.
But these bands that have like Sleep Token and whatever else, they could be like 60. But well,
they could be playing with young blood at the VMAs.
Well, that's the thing, man. Is it? I mean, I remember it's like Slipknot. Like Slipknot get around and they still draw. Obviously, the older crowd, which are like us or the fans who were out there when they first come up, they've got young dudes. But it begs the question: if you had dudes that were like 50 starting out, could be killer songs. Would the younger generation actually really be interested? He was like, no, these guys are a bunch of 50-year-olds. No way. But the masks, the face gear, man, they're ageless. Like it's, you know what I mean? Who knows?
Yeah, and you know what? Like
just an interesting point.
No, look, but that is an interesting point because I think that and I think one of the things that Kiss were wanting to try and do, but they can't do because they weren't wearing masks, right? Kiss had makeup. So even with the makeup on, you can tell that they're aging. You can tell that they're older, even with the makeup on, right? So I think their plan was, well, we'll just get people in to be Paul and Gene and Ace and Peter, just put their makeup on and they can just continue Kiss on forever. I think that was like an initial idea. And then obviously that's not going to work because,
no.
So they've come up with this avatar idea, but I think something like Slipknot where it's the masks. So anybody can put on a mask and be that character as long as they can play the tune. That band could essentially go on forever.
Aside from Corey, they'd have to sound like Corey. But the other guys, whoever, man, name your guitar player, name your whoever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Probably getting a little sidetracked there, but
we digress.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, good tune, man. Good pick to have a listen to that tonight, guys. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section of what you think of that tune. Do you think it's Charlie Simpson? I'm pretty sure the jury's out now. It's got to be him. Let us know in the comments, and guys, once again, also, if you're really enjoying what we're doing, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you on board. And once again, thanks to all the new subscribers, and we will catch you on the next video. Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
Rewind.